Morning everyone, many thanks indeed for calling through. Hope you're keeping well, lovely to be with you. It's fabulous to have you with me. On the back of an 11 to 1 each way second last night with the only bet of the day on a horse called Amazing Amaya. Each way, another winning bet though, so well done to the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people who were checked in. There were two bets yesterday on the line. One of them was a non-runner, the other one did collect each way at 11 to 1. Amazing Amaya. I thought it was good value at that price, and so it turned out, so not too bad all in all there. Now a 40 to 1 free double is coming your way this morning. That's running at Cheltenham at the meeting down there in Gloucestershire, Stow in the Wold, and the two horses run quite early today, and I'll be very, very surprised if they don't run huge races. And I'm going to put them in two singles each way, of course, and the each way double. So be sure to certainly take heed of that. I do like them both very much indeed. I think they're both well handicapped. I think they're both coming to hand, and the races look to be particularly set out to suit their style of running. And as I say, I think everything seems set fair for two very, very big runs indeed at the Cheltenham meeting for these two. So I'm going to give them you free of charge. They're both around about 5 to 1. So 5 or 1 wins, you'll come out with a healthy profit on the day. And of course, if both of them win, well, you're in clover there, no problems at all. Now, I won't be on tonight at 6 o'clock. I will be on in the morning at 9 a.m. So no message tonight at 6. I often take a break on a Saturday night and then come back on the Sunday mornings. If there's something exceptional, then I will jump on and come and tell you later on this evening at 6. But if not, it'll be at 9 a.m. in the morning, and that will give us all a chance to just gather our breath after a very, very big, busy start to the weekend. Well, a good run yesterday from Amazing Amaya, second each way at 11 to 1, an each way winning bet. There was only one bet because I give you two, but the other one was withdrawn. A lot of money poured on that horse, and it was back from 7 to 4 to evens, and the horse was pulled out. It was a big, very astute gambling yard, and I think the money was on too much there, and that one will be one to watch another day. But Amazing Amaya ran well, 11 to 1 each way, paid out there, so that was okay. Nice juicy 14 come 16 to 1 double as well, weren't they, on Thursday? And I'm looking to do the same again for you today with a big 40 to 1 double. That would be very sweet indeed. And I'll give you those two in just one moment. If you fancy an extra flutter today, I wouldn't put you off whatsoever, because I've got a big 6 or 7 to 1 chance running at Utoxeter on a horse I've got my eye on for a little while, and I'll be very surprised if that one doesn't figure certainly at the business end of things. And to be honest with you, I think it'll win. And I'll put it up as an extra Saturday bet today. But also I'm going to throw in a bonus bet on a horse at Fairyhouse, which I know's hiding its light under a bushel, so to speak, and is a real big price, around 16 come 20 to 1. And again, it's an each way recommendation, obviously at that price. But even if both of those are both in the frame, you're going to come out with a 10 to 1, 12 to 1 winning bet. And I would expect that's going to happen. I'm very confident on the bet at Fairyhouse, and very, very confident on the bet at Utoxeter. So if you want both of them, it's not a tenner, it's just a fiver. You just click on the PayPal link below. I think you know how to play it. A lot of people are playing these extra bets, and not surprisingly, I've had a lot of winners. And over the last 18 months, 2 years, I've had more than a lot of winners. It's an absolute stack and army of winners, a boatload of winners, so to speak. So if you want two more extra bets, that could give you a Yankee or a lucky 15. Then you could put your two at Cheltenham in, what I'm going to give you free of charge, in with the Utoxeter and Fairyhouse, and then you've got yourselves a nice combination multi-bet as well for a fiver. No problems at all. So what I'll do now, I'll just give you these two bets, which running at Cheltenham, and then you've got the opportunity, I say, to click below and get the two extra bets. Them two extra bets do pay 100 to 1 double alone, 100 to 1 double alone. And if you put all the four in an accumulator, where you're coming to the crown jewels, you really are. You're talking, 4,000 to 1 or something of that nature. An absolute crazy win that would be. It'd be absolutely lovely. And even if they're all placed, you're going to be coming out with about 50 to 1 to your money. So there we go. That's the value of having the combination and getting the extra bets for just a fiver add-on, certainly there. And that's an upgrade there if you want those too. Okay, so let's start with the meeting at Cheltenham. I'm going to take you to the 155 race first for an each way bet on number 10. The horse is called Torn and Frayed. Torn and Frayed, trained by Nigel Twiston Davis, and it's ridden by Sam Twiston Davis. And I think this horse has got an extremely good chance today, I really do. Obviously, I also wouldn't be tipping it. But I think they got bogged down in the ground last time out. It's heavy ground at Haydock when they pulled it up. The 6 runners went to post that day, and Cheltenham Frayed was pulled up, ridden by regular pilot who rides today, Sam Tristan Davis, for his father, Nigel Tristan Davis. Runs off a £2 lower mark, even though the ground was against it there. The assessor gave it a chance for dropping it £2 more, and I think that could be the key to it now, that the horse is potentially thrown in on ground that's going to really suit it, and I think the race will run to suit us as well. It's going to run from the front, or certainly towards prominent, and it's not the right way, towards prominent, not sure what that means, but basically it's going to race at the head of affairs, I would think, and I think it could have the gallop its own way. There's nothing much around, no sort of big gallopers up front, so I don't think the pace is going to be that strong. So I think Sam's going to have his chance to make his marker here and lead all the way possibly. Number 10 anyway, Cheltenham Frayed. At the time before last time out when it pulled up, which you can forget about, as I say, because the ground was absolutely bottomless, is a really good run when it was second of 4 to a horse called My Drogo. That was a decent performance, that, and actually it was at Cheltenham as well, and it's also ran third a couple of times, all admittedly in smaller fields at Cheltenham as well, so it's got plenty of experience around this track, and off a mark of 131 looks something to bet on. There are currently 11 horses going to post. It is a big race, 56,000 quid to the winner, so it's a competitive heat. But it gets my vote. It's number 10, Cheltenham Frayed, and it's an each-way recommendation in the 155 at Cheltenham this afternoon. There is one other bet which I'm going to give you, and you don't have to wait long for that because it's actually in the opening heat of the day, the 12:15. So I'll give you that now, and then, as I say, if I've got something exceptional for you, I'll be back at Tom Mix 6 o'clock tonight. If not, it'll be 9 o'clock in the morning. And also, don't forget the 2 bets, and I've told you a few times, but don't forget them 2 bets. They are strong. About 6 or 7 to 1 chance that Utoxid on a horse I've had my eye on for quite a while. Very much one to note. And also Fairy House, a horse which is ready to pop up and coming to the boil. And as I say, it's been hiding its light under a bushel and ready to go. No question about that, ready to pop up and can win today. And that's in a race later at Fairy House, about 16 to 1 to your money. 2 for the fiver there. Okay, so let me give you the second bet of the day, and it runs in the 12:15, which is a 12-runner handicap. A competitive affair once again, as you'd expect at Cheltenham, but there's a horse here I think's pretty much outstanding opportunity, not to lead all the way like the other horse, which are going to be Cheltenham Frayed, which are going to be suited by the gallop, but to actually come late on the scene and win this race. It's going to be a fast pace, this, and it's going to suit closers. And number 4, Cormier, is the one I like very much indeed. Trained by Brian Allison, ridden by Jonathan Burke, running off a low mark here of 130. Going to appreciate the ground conditions, and real decent type on the flat here, this one. And I think it's going to take a lot of beating, I really do. I remember those winning last year at York. That was in July with Ben Robinson on board. That was a distinctly good performance. I think with the ground conditions in its favour, and with also the pace of the race so strong today, I can see this horse popping up. I can really. The horse last time out, actually, or the gelding last time out, ran 15th of 19 at Cheltenham, but valid excuses for him that day. There really was. He had a real bad mistake halfway round. It knocked all the stuffing out of him, and Paddy Brennan was pretty easy on it afterwards, never really moved a muscle, and brought him home safely for another day. Now, the horse has had a couple of months off. He's had December off and he's had January off, well, near as damn it, and I tell you, he's ready. No doubt about it. Number 4, Cormier. It's an each-way recommendation to kickstart your Super Saturday weekend. And I'll be disappointed if Cormier doesn't show that he is well handicapped, suited by the ground. And I think he's got an outstanding chance. Well, I know he's got an outstanding chance. So Cormier in the 12:15, Cheltenham Frayed in the 155. You've got 2 big bets to couple up with them, which make a 50 to 1 place accumulator, but also thousands to 1 for the accumulator if they all popped in on a Utoxeter and Fairy House Saturday special extra bet combination. That's it. They're just a fiver if you want them. As I say, click the link below. In the meantime, I may see you at 6 tonight, but more than likely at 9 in the morning. So have a good Saturday. Enjoy it. Wish you the best of luck with your own bets and mine, of course. Bye for now.